Yo, what is going on, y'all? Welcome back again to the continuation of our Shopify series. My name is Angelo from Cosmos Ink, and in this video, I will be going over the apps within your Shopify on your backend. So of course, before we get into this video, I got them same 3 things I need y'all to do that y'all did in every other video, which is yes, subscribe to my channel down below. After you do that, be sure to join our Facebook group Sublimation Cove, where we cover the topic of sublimation. And after you do that, if you are looking for sublimation ink or pigment ink for your custom printing business, be sure to hit the link down below. It'll take you straight to our website, Cosmos Ink, as we are the owners, and order what you need, and we'll get it shipped out to you immediately. All right. So very first thing you want to do is make sure, of course, you're logged into your Shopify. You'll come down here to the button right here that says apps, or tabs, should I say. Click on that. And then you click right here to where it says visit the Shopify App Store. So I'm not going to be doing a full-fledged tutorial on every single app because of the amount of apps that there are, and they do have resources out there that show you how to use these apps. However, I will give you a full list of the apps that I recommend and why I recommend each one. So the first one is going to be ClickSit Return Center, which is this one right here. ClickSit Return Center. You'll click on that. So before I dive too far down to the apps, I want to go ahead and let y'all know something right now. And when people tell you that Shopify costs a lot, Shopify itself does not cost a lot, which are the plans. As I did earlier, I think we got the cheapest plan, which was like $30 a month. After that is $79. After that, yes, it is $300. But the bulk of your pricing, like the bulk amount of money that you are paying when you say you are paying Shopify, you are actually paying for these apps, because these apps, they're not free. You may have a couple that are free here and there, but the vast majority of them are not free. So once you start to add on more apps, of course, your Shopify bill is going to be higher. But when you look at the breakdown of that bill, majority of your money is going to come from the apps and not paying for the Shopify subscription itself. All right. So when you click on the app, of course, you're going to have your name right here. You're going to have a brief description of what it is right here. And then right here, it says it's free to install. Additional charges may apply. Some companies going to have a picture right here or a video. They have a video. And then you're going to have your 3 pictures right here, which is the main 3 features that they are pushing, for this app. Stuff that'll, catch your eye, catch your attention. After that, you scroll down. You click right here to where it says show full description, and it'll show you a full description of everything the app has to offer. All right. If you look over here, if you need support for the app, of course they have, if they have a phone number, they'll have it listed here. If they have an email address, they'll have it listed here as well. And they also have frequently asked questions. Sometimes they'll have their developer website over here as well. So you can click on that and it'll take you directly to their website. Then they have what it integrates with right here, which if it does integrate with other apps that are out there, that's useful as well. Then down here, it says see the app in action. You can click right here to actually view an example of the app, in action on a website. And then you have your media gallery right here. Then you have your pricing. And of course, they're saying that it's free to install, but charge per return processed when optional collect plus use. So of course, you're being charged based on the returns. Then you have your overall ratings. So this is pretty much going to be the review section for the app. Then you have you can sort it by your most recent reviews, by helpful reviews, show all ratings, show 5 stars, all the way down to 1 star. All right. So that setup is going to be the normal setup for every app that's within the App Store. All right. So for our ClickSit Return Center, this is where people go when they want to return an item, if they want to exchange an item, however you want to do your returns. If you're doing custom items, I'm pretty sure most of us are not going to have any returns whatsoever. All sales are final because this is a customized item specifically made for you. But if you're selling, you know, a one-off, well, not a one-off, but if you're selling an item that's not customizable, like you're selling, I don't know, like you have your own brand of headphones, or you're selling your clothing line, or, you know, just whatever you're selling, and you want to be able to have a way for people to send those items back in if they're, you know, whether they're not satisfied, you know, just whatever the case may be, you have a whole system right here that can pretty much manage it for you, and you just look over the system and add certain rules and certain things in place to where the customers can get on the website and they can do the whole return process themselves while you just manage it on your back end. All right, so that's for this, which is the ClickSit Return Center for returns and exchanges. All right, after that, we have what's called Cozy Anti-Theft. Which is going to be this one right here, Cozy Anti-Theft. We'll click on that. So this is why I tell people you have to protect your website, especially if you are typing up everything from scratch. Like I said, I wanted y'all to do inside your description, you know, just anywhere on your website, your images, just anything. Man, people are dirty, all right? People fight dirty, they are low down, and a lot of people are not original, like in any sense whatsoever. So I'm not saying that stuff cannot be taken. However, don't make it easy for them. Make it hard. Make it so hard for them to take it from you. And that's what this is for. So it disables the right click if they are on a computer. If they are on their cell phone and they try to highlight it, they won't be able to highlight it. They won't be able to copy anything like directly from your website unless they sit down and have to type out every single thing, which is what majority of people are not going to do. So with this is the best way to protect your website. Like it says, it protects your images. It disables the copy button. It disables the right click. And it's so much more, but honestly, that's all, you know, I pretty much, you know, ever need from my site. So I highly recommend that, you know, anybody else do this as well. See, it says search engines like Google value original content. You see that? Original. They value original content. If your content is found to be duplicated, your ranking will be dropped significantly because nobody like a copycat. Nobody. All right. So make sure you download this, type out all your descriptions yourself, and don't use the word or use the disguise of oh, I was inspired, so I copied word for word. That's not inspiration. That's theft. All right. That's not inspiration. That is theft. So to sit down, be original, and protect your originality. All right. So that is the Cozy Anti-Theft app. And this one, I believe it has, oh no, it's free. You can protect yourself for free. So yeah, that's Cozy Anti-Theft. So you have that one. After that, we have digital downloads. Click on that. And this is going to be it right here. And this one is free as well. And it's made by Shopify. All right. It says it got a 3.2. Honestly, I haven't had any issues with it, but you know, that's just me. All right. So digital downloads, honestly, this will be best for, let's say if you're selling t-shirts or you're selling hats or you're selling just any type of garment that you are custom printing, and you want to be able to have a care sheet, you know, for that particular shirt or for that particular item, as far as how to wash it, how to dry it. Don't use, you know, fabric softeners, or don't use bleach, or use this or use that. Whatever you want them to do and don't want them to do, have that listed on the care sheet as to how to care best for the item. Now, with that care sheet, you can be able to download it into a PDF directly from Microsoft Word. So once you download it and save it as a PDF, you can upload it right here in the Digital's download app on your backend. So that way, once you make a custom order, or you're sending out your product, whatever, as soon as you print out that shipping label, it's going to send them an automated email with a link for them to click on. When they click on that link, it will download that care sheet automatically to their computer, so that way they will already have the care sheet on hand before the product even gets to them, so they can look over it, review it, and everything. Like, okay, this is what I need to do. That's good on both ends, because now your customer always has that email with that link that they use to download. Whether you have a specified amount of downloads, you can do that as well, but at least they'll have some way to go ahead and download it, have it saved on the computer where they should not be able to ever lose it. And then that works out on your end as the seller as well, because now you're not printing out a whole bunch of paper every single time to be able to send out a care sheet. And then with this, you can assign different care sheets to different products, because not all products are going to be cared for the same. So you don't have to do all that separating on your back end within your warehouse, or wherever you're at sending out your custom items, saying, oh, make sure this sheet goes inside this item, make sure this sheet goes inside this order because they ordered this. When you can have all of that organized and apply digital downloads to each particular item that you want that download for. All right, so that pretty much sums up the digital downloads aspect. All right. Oh, also quick hint, when you are using digital downloads, there will be a part to where it says fulfill automatically or manually fulfill orders. Make sure you select the right one that says this is a mix, which is a digital item and a physical item. Because if you do not have that selected, when you go to send out your orders, it will automatically fulfill that order as soon as they place it, and you can't go back in there, take it back out the archives, and then add a tracking number to it and all that stuff. So make sure you have this is mixed goods checked when you are dealing with digital downloads. If you are sending out a physical item and you want them to get the email for the download, so that way you can still fulfill it within your back end as well. All right. So that's definitely a good tip. I wish I knew that when I first started. All right. So we'll click back here and we'll go on to the next one, which is called Grapevine. All right, and it's this one right here, Grapevine post-purchase survey. So where are your sales coming from? That's what this is for. All right, you can make a survey to where at the end of their purchase, after they make their purchase, you can be like, hey, where did you find out? Where did you go to hear about us? Or like, how did you find out about us? So you can be able to type in answers in your survey, so then you can have a sheet of different answers that people can pick, and then that way you know exactly where your customers are coming from. So for instance, for Cosmos Sync, I'd be like, hey, how did you hear about us? Was it through YouTube? Was it through Instagram? Was it through another Facebook group? Was it through somebody else's Instagram? Was it through somebody else's YouTube channel? I have all these different things put in there, so that way they can scroll down, they can select the one that they heard about us from, so that way I know where to put my efforts at as far as getting more people to know about us. All right, knowing where they're coming from. So that's what this is for. Once again, it's highly useful. There's a reason why it's rated 4.9 out of 107 reviews. And this one up here we go. So it's free for, when you got the free option, you have these options over here. Then you have the paid options. You're going to have the free options, including what's on the next tier. So like it says right here, everything on the free plan, which is all of this, plus you get all of this as well. And this is only $3 a month. Not expensive at all. All right, so we'll just hit the back button and we'll move on to the next thing, which is I agree to terms. and should be this one right here. And this, once again, $2 a month, 4.9 stars out of 246 reviews. So I agree to terms. It's pretty much like a checkbox you have down at the bottom of your website, where once you add all your items to the cart, they have to click that I agree to terms before they start the checkout process. I highly recommend, I require that everybody has this installed on their site, because this is pretty much a legal document that they agree to upon purchasing, you know, whatever items they are purchasing. So if you have on, like, if you have in there saying that, hey, there are no refunds and no return on custom made items, you can be able to put that in there. Now it's up to the buyer if they decide to read that or not. However, they must check that box in order for them to continue. And when they check that box, they are agreeing to the point that they read it and they understand it. So that's why you want this here to protect yourself as a seller, just in case any, just in case any type of legal action, just anything comes up that you already have specified in your I agree to terms that can be used in court, because they agreed to it on their end, right? So I highly recommend, if not require, this app to be installed on your storefront. This is where you have all your very important information that, whatever you want to list, just make sure you have it listed correctly and, put it out there, and it's up to the buyer if they're going to read it or not, but they have to agree to it before they continue. So we'll hit the back button. That's I agree to terms. Next up, we have Instafeed. And this one, I believe, is this is by Mint Studio. 4.8 out of 815 reviews. Ad app. And then they have different ones. So they have a free version, a paid version, which is $3.99 a month, and then $19.99 a month for unlimited. So this is pretty much how you install your Instagram feed directly into your website. So when I come up here and I go to my website, cosmosink.com, come down to more resources, Instagram gallery right here. When I click on that, I have to refresh my token. All right. But once you have your token refreshed and all that stuff, it'll show up your entire Instagram feed directly on your website. So they don't have to go to Instagram to see your feed. They can just see it there. And then you don't even have to name it Instagram gallery. You can just name it gallery. You can name it whatever you want to name it. However, when they click on that tab, it'll show everything that you've uploaded within Instagram directly onto your website. All right. So from here, we'll come back up to the top, hit the back button. We'll keep Instagram. Well, we'll move on to the next one, which is called JudgeMe Product Reviews, which is going to be this one right here. They have a 5-star rating out of 3,902 reviews. Out of the different review platforms that I've been using since I've been using Shopify, my honest opinion, this is not me being biased or anything, this is the best product review app that you are going to be able to find available. They have a whole lot of integrations where you can integrate this app with a whole lot of other apps, and they can work in sync with each other. And this is how people leave reviews. This is how you build your social proof when reaching out to new customers. You can have everything on autopilot. You can show your star ratings and reviews directly on your website. It's the best. I mean, it ain't. I really have like zero complaints about this, like, ever. So like, if you are looking for the best review app, and it's only $15 a month, which is also not expensive if it's going to be giving you social proof, which in turn is going to be bringing you more customers. All right. So once again, this is how people leave a review on your products, your services. However, I highly recommend this for your reviews. I don't recommend nothing else, just this. All right. So from here, we can hit the back button and go to the next one, which is going to be called Product Warnings on Checkout. Product Warnings on Checkout. Hit search. It's going to be this one right here, Elastic Soft. So if you are doing custom orders, you're going to want something that will pop up on the screen saying, hey, this is just to let you know, you are about to place a custom order. With that, please note that all custom orders will take 1 to 5 business days to process prior to shipping. So even if they make it past the announcement that I made earlier, the one that I created for the website, when they click buy now or click add to cart, that message is going to pop up and they have to read it in order for them to click on the correct button. If they don't read it and they're just clicking, once again, that's on them. However, with this, you can do everything in your power so that people can, understand. So, you can be able to get your message across. For instance, if I go back to my website, I go back home, a lot of people mistake and this is coming directly from us. A lot of people mistake the pigment ink for the sublimation ink when they're two different things. So when they click on pigment ink, they click here thinking, oh, this is the Sublimation Ink Kit. They'll click on this and then they'll come to here and they'll click add to cart. And then that's when this pops up. This is the product warning on checkout. So it says, please note that the item you're adding to your cart is not sublimation ink and cannot perform sublimation intended projects. For sublimation ink, please click here and you'll be redirected to our sublimation ink collection page. I typed all of this up. I even added the highlights. I changed the coloring of the letters to red. I even gave this a URL, a clickable URL. So when they click on this, it takes them directly to our Sublimation Ink collection page. So you can do all of that within this product warnings on checkout for your custom printing business, or whatever business you have. Once you start to see a trend of people returning a particular item saying, oh, I thought that this item was this, I thought that this was that, this will greatly reduce the amount of returns and mishaps that you may have on your website by your buyers or from your buyers. All right, so that is, once again, product warnings on checkout. So we'll hit the back button, go to the next one. Actually, hold on real quick. Let's come back to this one. Look down in the current pricing right now. The current pricing is $9.95. So I'm pretty sure we had a little bit over $30 by now. Not that much because a few of them were free. Next up, we have what's called Reamaze live chat. There's going to be this one right here. And once again, they have a 4.9 out of 163 reviews. So this, in my opinion, this is the best way to centralize all your messages that you are going to receive if you have different media channels. So if you have a Facebook fan page and you're getting messages on your fan page, which is different from your profile, please do not confuse your profile with a business fan page. All right, your business fan page, if you are getting messages on there, if you are getting comments underneath posts from your fan page on Facebook, if you are getting comments underneath your Instagram Instagram photos within your Instagram feed, also if you have a email address, a dedicated email address for your business where you want all customer service inquiries or order inquiries to be sent to, this is the app that you will want to have, because this will centralize everything and have everything in one place. All right, everything in one place. This even syncs up with your orders within Shopify, so that way when you print out an order and you ship it off, and if somebody wants to know, hey, how can I track my order or whatever, they can get on here and you click on find order, And then once you enter in the order number and hit search, it'll pull up the tracking information, possibly where it's currently at, how much the order costs. It'll pull all that up to be able to show the customer. So this app, this is the best app when it comes to customer service. Also, you can be able to, hire other people, whether you want to do full-time employees or you want to do contractors or whatever. You can be able to hire people, not hire them through this, but you can add them on as a user in here, and then they can be able to handle a lot of your customer service inquiries and a lot of stuff on your back end for you while you focus on other aspects of your business. Okay. So this one, I highly recommend this one. As you can see, like I said before, this is the one that can get up there in price. All right. So for the basic, just for the basic, you're already looking at $29 per month. After that, you're looking at $49 a month, $69 a month, and then $899 a month. So just the $29 a month one, that already puts us at the same price it costs for the Shopify plan when we started up. So I'm not saying that you absolutely have to have this. However, I do recommend you get this $29 one right here. And then as your business grow, as you flourish, of course, you're going to need more and more tools to, take you to that next level, which of course everybody want to be at. So then you can make that decision for yourself if it's worth upgrading to the next plan up, then the next one, then the next one. So that is Reamaze live chat and help desk for customer service. All right. After that, we have the next one, which is called Shipping Easy. And it's going to be this one right here. And this one, same thing, 4.5 stars out of 569 reviews. This is how I do all of my shipping. If you are already familiar with Shopify, then you know they have a max amount of labels that you can print out at one time. And then every time you go in there to print out labels, if you printed out some previously, then it's going to automatically select the box size that you had within those previous ones. So if you have like 100 items that you guys send out, you did the first 20, and then it'll have that same box option and same shipping speed selected from that previous one and try to apply it to your next set of labels. So you have to keep scrolling down through every single order and readjust your labels, readjust your box size, readjust your shipping speed. That's too much time that is being taken away from you. So with Shipping Easy, they have everything set up down to a science, even automatically learning the box size and the requested shipping speed based on previous orders. Well, your requested shipping speed based on what the current person that you're working with, order that you're working on that they selected. But when it comes to your box size, it will automatically change your box size based on the previous orders that you had that were similar to the order that you have now. So after depending on how many orders, after a little bit, it'll learn your system, be like, oh, they ordered 25 shirts, somebody else ordered 25 shirts in the past of the same size. This is the box that they always select when they have those 25 shirts. Here, we're automatically going to throw this box in there. So now you're good. And then on top of that, you can print out a whole lot more shipping labels at one time as well. And then you can sync it up with stamps.com and have an automatic draft to where if you drop below a certain amount of money on that account, automatically add X amount into the account. So that way you never drop down, too low to where you don't have enough money to ship stuff out. All right. So Shipping Easy, it's huge. I'm only, talked about the surface, like the bare surface of it. There's so much more that this can offer. And once again, if you come down here, look at the plans, you have $5 a month, you have $29 a month, $49 a month, and $159 a month, and possibly more from there. All right. Also, some of these apps, even though it says down here it's $159 a month for 10,000 shipments, if you're shipping more than that, first off, congratulations to you if you're doing that, because you out here really rocking it. If you're shipping out more than that, your best option is going to be to contact some of these companies directly. I know for a fact Shipping Easy, they're based out of the United States. I've called them, talked to them before, so you can just call this number right here. It'll take you straight to them. And if you're shipping out more packages than what's listed on here, tell them your situation, and they'll just apply a one-time fee, flat rate for, unlimited, whatever they have to offer, and or whatever any other app that you're trying to that has to offer as well. Okay, so never be afraid to reach out to these people at all. All right, so you got TaxJar. That's the next one. And it's going to be this one right here, TaxJar Sales Tax Automation. They have a 3.7 out of 95 reviews, which I haven't had no issues with them at all whatsoever. All right, but this is for your sales tax. So before I dive into this video, well, before I continue talking about this, I definitely have to give everybody a disclaimer. I am not a tax professional. I am not a tax professional whatsoever. Everything I'm telling you is based off of, experience. And if you need help with this, please go find a certified tax professional for this area of expertise. All right. So TaxJar Sales Tax Automation, this pretty much, it makes sure that your sales tax gets paid to the states that you have a sales tax ID or a sales tax license within that state. For instance, I'm located out of Georgia. So since I'm in Georgia, anytime I sell a product online and the shipping address is within Georgia, they're automatically going to add a sales tax to that. So with that portion of money that I'm collecting in sales tax, I'm collecting it on the behalf of the state. So it's my job to make sure that the state get paid sales tax from those orders that were sent out and delivered within Georgia. So sometimes it can get hectic. Even for one state, it can get kind of hectic. You can stay on top of it, but once you start selling to all these other states and you're hitting what's called nexus, and all these other states, meaning that you surpass the certain threshold that they set per calendar year, and you're making over that, so now they have to charge you sales tax. It's a lot of different places you are gonna have to send money to. But with this, as long as you go to that state, their Secretary of State or their Department of Revenue, their Department of Revenue website, you get your tax ID, get your tax certificate, whatever you need, and then they give you this number. You apply that number within TaxJar, and then when you get when it's time to pay the taxes, TaxJar will take the money that you're supposed to have in taxes out of your account, and they will send it to each individual state and pay them on your behalf, so you never fall behind when it comes to sales tax, to paying not only your state but other states as well. And that is exactly what this is for. And do not mess with the IRS. I mean, that's all I can really say. All right. And they have multi-channel support, so they say connect to all the places you sell, including top marketplaces like Amazon, eBay, Etsy, and of course Shopify. So that's all I can pretty much say about this. Once again, they have their pricing down here. You're at $19, $29, $49, or $199 a month. And then they got their reviews down there. So that's TaxJar. So we'll hit the back button and we'll come to the next one. It's A2X. And it's, which one is it? I believe it is this particular one. Let me see real quick. Yep, that's it right there. So this, of course, similar to taxes, you want to make sure if you're on, that level or whatever, if you plan on being on that level, even if you're not, you want to make sure that you have a particular person, or you pretty much want to know exactly where your money is coming from and from what payment processor that they are using to get your funds. So when you're getting sales through Shopify, there's a couple different ways they can pay. They can pay through PayPal, or they can pay through the payment processing system that is embedded within Shopify. However, when you start making money and stuff like that, especially through PayPal and through the Shopify payments and everything, once that stuff goes into your bank account, there's no way to tell how much money, or like which orders did people pay you through PayPal, or which orders did people pay you for when they paid through Shopify payments. So that's what this is for. This will categorize and match up the orders that were paid through PayPal and the orders that were paid through Shopify payments. So it makes reconciling your account a lot easier for you, for H&R Block, for whatever tax professional or bookkeeper, or whoever you have doing that. This makes it a lot easier for them, so they can be able to match up, be like, okay, so you really had $586 in orders from PayPal, and that's what matches up on your bank account that you got paid from PayPal, and $1,126 in orders that matches up from Shopify payments, which also matches up the $1,126 that you got paid from Shopify payments into your bank account. So that's what this is for. All right. Once again, don't mess with the IRS, even though that's not IRS related. If you ever get audited or anything like that, it's definitely good to have all the information that you need. So this will, strengthen your case. All right. And then after that, you have what's called Best Custom Product Options. Click there, come down to here, Best Custom Product Options. So this is what I will be doing the very next video on. So with this one, if you have anybody that want to add text, they want to add possibly a photo, this will give you more options within your variant section than what Shopify currently offers on their end. All right. So I will be going more so into this in the next video. I'm not really going to talk about it that much on here. Just that they have, different plans. The basic plan, which is $8.99 a month, 14-day free trial as well, which is really cool. $18.99 a month with a 14-day free trial, which includes everything in the basic and everything you're free. And then of course your free one as well. And then down here are your reviews. They have a 4.7 out of 515 reviews. So that's really awesome from there. All right. This one particularly, I don't think they have a mock-up section for this on the website. However, there's a few different ones. You can just come in here and type it in. For instance, they have Customizer. That's a good one as well. And this is a product designer tool where it gives like a live mock-up right there on the screen. And there's a few other ones as well too. I will have those linked down below along with all the other apps, so that way you all can be able to always double check within this video. Go down there, look at it, and then be able to enter it in on Shopify. And then it's up to you to learn that particular app from there. All right. So for us, like I said, I'm going to be doing the best product options. So we'll highlight it, hit Control Copy, paste it here. We'll come down to best product options. We'll click right here on Add App. And then this next screen will come up. Don't worry about clicking on any of this. I mean, you can if you want to review the details, and stuff like that, but it's that way for a reason. I recommend just coming down here to Install App. And there you go. The app is now installed. And once it's installed, we'll select our plan. But of course, we will not be doing that in this video. We'll be doing that in the very next one. All right. So I will see you all in the very next video, which is going to be a continuation of our Shopify setup series. That's it. My name is Angelo. Be sure you hit the subscribe button down below. After you do that, be sure to join our Facebook group Sublimation Cove, where we cover the topic of sublimation. And after you do that, if you need any type of sublimation ink or pigment ink for your custom printing business, be sure to check us out at cosmos-ink.com. You can hit that link down below, as we are the owners. Put in your order. We'll get it sent out to you ASAP. I will see you all in the very next video. Angelo out.